Hi everyone, my name is Jiexue. You can call me Jessica. My discussion topic is punishment and effective behavior modification strategy in children. This topic has been discussed over decades, and there's a lot of research reports in this area. Today, I'm going to talk about one research report, which I think is quite in-depth, and it will enrich our discussion. The title of this research paper is Severity and Justness Do Not Moderate the Relation Between Corporal Punishment and Negative Child Outcomes, a multicultural and longitudinal study. It is a research conducted by 19 authors, and it was published on International Journal of Behavior Development in 2017. Let's talk about the rationale behind this research first. Studies have proven that there is a positive association between corporal punishment and negative child outcomes, but there are still lots of key questions remain unresolved, such as moderators. Especially the particular moderators such as severity and justness are rarely investigated in single cultural environment, and even less in a multicultural level. So here's a question: shall we ban corporal punishment universally? The aim of this research is to help us understand how the parents conduct the punishment can moderate its impact. And specifically, it is to explore whether severity and justness is a moderator of the associations between frequency of corporal punishment use and internalizing and externalizing child behaviors. There are three hypotheses here. The first one: there is a positive association between the frequency of corporal punishment and negative outcomes in modification of children's externalizing and internalizing behaviors. That is to say, frequency has a positive association with the negative outcomes. Second one: higher severity will exacerbate negative outcomes. That is to say, severity is another factor will influence children's negative outcome. A higher level of justness will moderate the negative impact of corporal punishment on children's behavior modification. So justness was identified as another factor here to reduce the negative outcomes from the frequency of corporal punishment. The research was conducted with a group of participants. There are 886 mothers, 668 fathers, 998 children. These participants are from 8 countries actually: China, Colombia, Italy, Jordan, Kenya, Philippines, Thailand, and the United States. Sweden was included initially, but there's no data collected because corporal punishment was banned from 1979 in Sweden. Method used to collect data. Data was collected by interview participants with questionnaires, annually beginning when children were about 8 years old. Data of parents was collected by answering the measures independently in writing or in oral interviews, whereas for the children, the data was administered from oral interview only. There are 3 measures. These are 3 questionnaires. The first one, physical punishment questionnaire, was answered by parents for their frequency of punish their children corporally. And second, Archibald child behavior checklist. It was also answered by the parents for the observation of their children's aggressive behaviors. Third one, behavior frequency scale. It was answered by the children for their observation of their own aggressive behaviors. Results. There are 4 results. First one, positive relation between parent-reported frequency of corporal punishment with the parent-reported externalizing problem in children. So they are all parent-report level positive relationships. Second result, positive relation between mother-reported severity of punishment and child-reported aggression. Third result, there is a positive relation between father-reported justness and child-reported physical and non-physical aggressive. The fourth result, there is no consistent evidence that parent-reported severity or justness moderate the association between frequency of corporal punishment and negative child behaviors. So that is to say, severity and justness is not a moderator for the children's negative outcomes. Here comes the conclusion. The study is about the interaction effect of frequency, severity, and justness in the use of corporal punishment on children behavior modification. The association is only with externalizing behaviors, and there is no significant association found out for the externalizing behaviors. Low severity and high justness will not reduce the negative child outcomes caused by frequent corporal punishment. This research is also an inspiration for further investigation to validate the new moderating effects we found out from the research in the non-experimental design. And next, let's talk about the limitations. The main limitation is it is a single instrument in measuring, so there are going to be a self-report bias in the data. Second, item asked in measures are in general, not specifically defined. Third, variation of parents' understand and perception about physical punishment and severity may affect the accuracy of the data. Fourth, children's data was collected 1 year after the parents' data. It may be interfered by the corporal punishment, so the children may not be able to tell us the truth. Lastly, there is no causal interpretations can be generated from this study. In summary, by investigating the impact of the moderators, we get a better understanding between punishment and children behavior modification. Thank you for watching.